Hey guys, Frosty ECG here, bringing you another video on my YouTube channel. This is Pub Stars 101, a how-to guide. Basically what I'm going to be doing here is in a series of episodes teaching you how to get better at pubs. Basically TDMs, DOMs, hardpoints, things like that. On this video I have my class setup. It is 5 classes that I will be using. It's 2 ARs, 2 subs, and a sniper rifle. Shout out to Heracles, GNG, and Guns and Gains TV. Give them a follow on Twitter, and that's Guns and Gains with Z's. Jumping into it, the rig that I'm using is the Merc, with the reactive armor payload and infusion as the trait. And the reason why I'm running Merc is I do tend to jump on a lot of flags, and he works very well because the reactive armor, which allows for protection against all forms of damage. So when you jump on a B flag, you pop that and help you stay alive for, you know, that extra second or two while your team works its way towards you, or you pick up the kill or cap the flag, whatever needs to happen. And infusion, regenerate health faster, which I think is very important because the health regen is a little bit slow in this game. So I think it gives you the best chance of staying alive. Jumping into the weapons, I do switch back and forth between ARs and subs. So for one of my 2 ARs that I'm running, I have the K-Bar 32. I do run this gun without a sight because it has a built-in ELO, and it works very well. I run foregrip for reduced recoil. Quick draw to pull the gun up a little bit faster, and you know, get into that aiming quicker. Long barrel for you know, further range, and stock, so while I'm aiming I can strafe left and right and be a little bit faster, and aim, you know, a lot smoother. I run a blackout grenade. It's very overwhelming, tactical, and it allows you to check corners or, you know, stun, you know, people on a B flag or a home flag, whatever the case is, or like I said, primarily to check corners and, you know, an area of the map, especially if you're, you know, overwatching a flag and you want to make sure that your flank is clear. You just chuck one of these out and you're good to go. Dexterity, because you can reload and swap weapons faster, as I don't run a secondary, so I'm always trying to pick up a gun off the ground so I could switch back and forth, and as well as reload both of those weapons as fast as possible. And marksman, which is primarily for a sniper, but the reduced flinch, I feel like it does work, but you know, that might just be me, so that could change. My second AR is the NV4, and I run this with a ELO, foregrip, quick draw, and stock, and I find the gun is better than the K-Bar at longer range, so that's why I have the 2 guns. One's for that medium to long range, which would be this gun, and the K-Bar is more of that short to medium range. And I do run Ghost on this, is when you play pubs, you do tend to play against teams that happen to get UAVs, and to stay hidden from them, I use Ghost, as well as dexterity for that quicker reload, and gung-ho so that I can shoot and use my Scorestreaks while sprinting. Getting into the submachine guns, I run the HVR, which in my opinion is the best sub and my favorite, and I do run this in 2 different variations depending on what I'm doing. This is set up for the slower type of gameplay, like once we have flags and, you know, we're just trying to set up and keep the other team off of it. I run it with the foregrip, quick draw, long barrel, and stock. I feel like it's got very good handling. I love the way the gun sounds. I love the feel of it. I think that it's very powerful. It's got great distance, so that's why I do choose to use this. And with the attachments I have set up on it, the thing is a laser. I do run the tactical blackout grenade, as well as Ghost and gung-ho. So like I said, I do play a little bit slower with this, and then I have a second setup which is made for when I am running and gunning, and it does come with the foregrip, the quick draw, the laser sight and stock. And the reason why I swap out the long barrel for the laser sight is I feel like I'm running around a lot quicker, so I do tend to hip fire more. And the hip fire pattern with the HVR I think is incredible, as well as the Evo. So it just gives you that little extra advantage. And then I run it with momentum as the perk too, so I don't slide and jump and stuff like that. I just run around the map and let that momentum build up, and that in combination with the gun and how it performs, and the hip fire as well as the laser and the stock, I just feel like it's a deadly combination, especially running gung-ho where I can shoot while sprinting, and the dexterity for the quicker reload, and if I do have to pick up another gun, I can swap back and forth between them. Going on to my 5th and final class, I do have a sniper set up for fun. I do use the longbow with quick draw, and the reason why I use the longbow is I don't think the EBR is that good. The Widowmaker, I feel like I just get a ton of hit markers, so for me the longbow is the gun that works. I run it with a pistol, the Kendall 44. I just feel like is a great pistol. I'm excited to unlock the Hailstorm and try that out. I set up a trip mine on this class to watch my flank, and I do have dexterity to swap back and forth, and ghost to stay hidden, as well as gung-ho to shoot while sprinting, because when I run I do primarily have my pistol out, so that in combination with the dexterity allows me to have my gun out the fastest and get shots down first, as well as the marksman to acquire the names and for the reduced flinch, especially while aiming down the sight. And I do tend to swap off this class for a 3rd sub, in which case I do use the RPR Evo with foregrip, quick draw, and stock, but I don't actually have it unlocked right now, so I run it with either the extended mag or the long barrel. I don't feel like you really need the long barrel on this class, just because it has the assault rifle mode, in which you can press triangle and it'll switch to an assault rifle. It's got a slow fire rate, a lot of recoil, but the bullets do pretty decent damage. So I think the gun is overall a pretty well rounded gun, because it does have that sub mode, which is devastating up close. The assault rifle mode, if you can learn how to switch back and forth and master it, it's once again deadly. I don't run it with the sight. I do run with dexterity, ghost, and gung-ho. Going on to my score streaks, I do run UAV, counter UAV, and the Warden. I'm running the lower score streaks because I feel like hopping on flags, I'm gonna die a lot more than somebody who's posted up watching over a B flag with an AR, as opposed to me who's hitting flanks trying to jump on the enemy team's home flag, or whatever I might be doing. So a UAV is a good way to always have a visualization on your mini map of where the enemy team is. And if you can keep those going, it's great. It helps your team tremendously. The most underrated score streak, I think, is the counter UAV. I think having the staticky fuzz on your mini map and not being able to see where any of those gunshots are coming from, or what's taken and what's not on your mini map, I just think that devastates a team, and especially on a respawn where you need that teamwork. If you have that little bit thrown off, I feel like it just throws off an entire team and helps with the win. I do run the Warden as well. I feel like it's a great score streak. I feel like it's a little inconsistent though, but that's what I use for my score streaks. I haven't unlocked the advanced UAV, so I don't use it. The Thor I don't really like. The RC8 I don't like, and I haven't tried the AP3X either. But I am going to try the Shock Sentry and see what's up with that. But thanks for watching my video. I hope that you guys liked what you saw. Please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And go over to my Twitter. Follow me there at Frosty_ECG. Like I said, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.